Yes lads, how you all doing? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now today I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Manchester United match preview. So the boys and girls, after a huge win at Leicester out in Premier League action, as the Foxes got a big win against Tottenham 2-0 away from home. Premier League action continues this weekend as on Boxing Day we will take on Manchester United at the King Power Stadium in another huge game in the race for the top four. So with that being said, in today's video I'm going to bring you guys the Leicester versus Manchester United match preview. I'll run for the Manchester United side of things, my thoughts on the game, my predicted lineup and also my score prediction for Saturday's huge game between Leicester and Manchester United in the Premier League. But just before we get into it, make sure a big thumbs up down below on today's video if you guys are going to enjoy today's video as I bring you guys the Leicester versus Manchester United match preview. Consistent content is coming, so if you guys are going to enjoy another video on the channel today, let me know by dropping a like. Also subscribe if you haven't seen my face on your screen before. We are on the road to 2,000 subscribers, so if you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, first of all, what's you doing? Go down below, turn that subscribe button, great. Also turn on my channel post notifications so you guys never miss any future videos on the channel just like this one. Follow my social medias, they'll be down there, links will be in the description down below. Last but not least, let me know your thoughts on Boxing Day's huge clash between Leicester and Manchester United, your score predictions, your thoughts on the game, let me know in the comment section down below. But without further ado, let's get into another video and let's get into the Leicester versus Manchester United match preview. So then, as always, getting straight into today's match preview, we're going to start off by talking a bit about the oppositional side of things. Of course, we host Manchester United on Boxing Day in another huge game in the Premier League. And this week on the channel, I've got Adam from the channel Mad Red United to bring you guys the Manchester United side of things. A big thanks to Adam for coming on the channel today. Go and subscribe to his channel. Links will be in the description down below. But he's going to come on and bring you guys the Manchester United side of things, his thoughts on the game, his prediction, and his score prediction as well. So yeah, I'm going to hand over to him now. He's going to bring you guys the Manchester United side of things.
Yeah, Leicester United, second against third. Who'd have thought that at the start of the season when this game came around, mate? But yeah, I think looking at that, I think we can both be quite content where we are in the league at the moment. I think Leicester have had a pretty steady start, to be honest. They've got danger all over the pitch for us. And I mean, even though we've had the sort of voodoo over you guys over recent years, I do think, I hate to say it, that you guys are law of average wise due a victory over us, but the way United are going at the moment, United's away form, everything that we've got going on at the moment, it's just crazy. You just don't know what United is going to turn up. In terms of our team, what I think is going to play against Leicester, honestly, I can see it being very similar to the team that played against Leeds, because we've got Everton, the Carabao Cup obviously this week, and I do think we're going to see wholesale changes for that game. I already know there's a few players like Scott McTominay and Aaron Wan-Bissaka who are not playing against Everton. I don't expect to see De Gea against Everton. So you could see there's three players pretty much starting the game against Leicester. Add to that Bruno and Rashford, who are mainstays and Ollie always picks. And if Fred doesn't play against Everton in the Carabao Cup, then I think we're going to be seeing Fred in there as well. Past that, you're obviously going to see Lindelof and your old boy Maguire. I think you're going to see Luke Shaw probably. So they're pretty much, there's only a few places there that you're not going to, that's some picks that you could probably say between the likes of Rashford, between Martial, between Greenwood, Cavani. All these players could come in against Leicester, but it's going to be very similar to the team that smashed Leeds 6-2, mate. That's what's going to do it. It's not going to be the same scoreline against the old boys, though. I know that. We are a little bit coming up against a little bit more of an organisation in terms of that defence. Brendan Rodgers and how he plays. I know your threats. I don't want to mention them because I'll just Jonah it for us. I think you all know who your threats are. You have got plenty of them in there. And it's just going to be one of them games. It's who's fit enough. It's Christmas time. Fitness. Who's ready for it? The Boxing Day games are just one of them, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? We always used to think which team is going to turn up on Boxing Day, who's up for it, who's not. We more often than not are always up for it on Boxing Day. And you know what? Honestly, I can see this being a bit of a stalemate, I'll be honest. I think we are both at a very similar level at the moment. I think United just have the edge, but simply because of our fixture pile up and everything going on, I can see this one being probably a 1-1 draw, I'll be honest. It's a bit boring on sitting on the fence, but that's just how I see it going down, I think, this weekend. It's just one I'd prefer, obviously, to get the win and get to second. We're both closing in on Liverpool. Who will have the longer run? Who will have a better chance? Well, last season it proved to be us. Has Rodgers learned his lesson from last season? Can the squad learn from it from last season, from when you guys just dipped away second half of the season? We will see. But for now, this game ahead, I think it's going to be a draw. I think, like I said, I just see a complete cancelling out. We both have major threats. Our issue is in defence, but our forward line and midfield at the moment is on fire. It really is. You think Bruno Fernandes has had 20 goal contributions already this season on his own? He's got 9 goals in the Premier League already, 13 in total from midfield. Rashford's in double figures. Cavani's playing well. Martial's coming back to a bit of form now, apart from scoring. But now I've said that, you know what'll happen? He'll turn up and score. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. It's going to be a top game anyway. I think it's game of the weekend, definitely. Second against third, mate. I can't believe we're saying that, but I think, like I said at the start, both of us have got to be happy being able to say that we're second and third on Boxing Day going into this game. But have a good game, don't have too good a game, and I'll probably see you after the game, mate. I'll probably chat to you after that, and let's see exactly where we are afterwards, mate. But take care, pal. Don't have a good weekend, you know what I mean, but Merry Christmas.
So the boys and girls, that is it for the Manchester United side of things. A big thanks to Adam for coming on the channel today. Like I said, go subscribe to the channel, link will be in the description. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into the Leicester side of things. Right then, Manchester United at home then on Boxing Day, a Christmas cracker at the King Power Stadium. And it's going to be another tough game for Leicester, but it's also a huge game in the race for Champions League football in the Premier League. Of course, we got that brilliant win last time out against Tottenham away from home. Of course, Vardy kind of got both. It was an own goal, but it basically was Vardy to make it 2-0. Of course, that was a brilliant win, a pretty unexpected win after that poor result against Everton. But yeah, we bounced back in fantastic fashion, and to get a 2-0 win away from home against Spurs, it's a big result. Hopefully that can give us the confidence heading into another huge game on Saturday. Of course, take on Manchester United, another competitor in the race for the top 4. They got a brilliant win against Leeds last time out in Premier League action. Also got a good win against Everton yesterday in Carabao Cup action as well. So yeah, it's going to be another huge game for Leicester, but if Leicester can get a good result, it will be massive in the race for the top 4 and the Champions League space as well. Of course, Christmas time, it's always it's a big part of the season. If you can have a good Christmas, you usually go on to do well. And so far, it's been mixed from Leicester, but a win here will make it the perfect Christmas. Obviously, a great win against Tottenham. If we can back this up with a great win against a big side of Manchester United, that would make it a fantastic run in 2 big games. If we can win them, that will really be a sign for Leicester going forward, that we can really push the Champions League, which I hope we can do. But yeah, it's another big game on Saturday, but it's going to be, of course, a very tough one for Leicester at home. Let's speak about the game then a little bit more. So yeah, Manchester United, it's going to be another interesting tactical battle. Of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not the greatest of managers, but he's doing a decent job of that Manchester United side at the moment. But it's going to be an interesting one again. Just like Tottenham, Leicester, Manchester United play in a very similar type of fashion. They both like to counter-attack with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Martial for United, and the likes of Rashford, of course, Leicester with the likes of Vardy, James Maddison and Harvey Barnes. Yeah, it's going to be another interesting one. Of course, against Tottenham, Leicester had more of the ball and surprisingly it worked. Obviously, with Leicester at home, we're probably going to have more of the ball, which usually at home it doesn't really work. But against a bit of a dodgy defence in Manchester United, we could potentially get something. But yeah, if Leicester are going to have a lot of the ball, I can see United ripping us apart on the counter with the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Martial, Rashford, who are going to cause some problems. And defensively, they have improved, but it's still not the greatest. Also, De Gea is a bit dodgy now. Of course, they've got the fridge, Harry Maguire at the back, who can definitely cause a mistake as well. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. But if Leicester have more of the ball, I can see United really just getting us on the counter, to be honest, because on the counter we don't look too good defending it. But going forward, if it's the other way around, I can see Leicester causing United some problem as well. So on the counter attack, we are deadly as well with the likes of course Jamie Vardy, our main threat. But yeah, it's going to be another interesting one. I can imagine it being quite 50-50, just like the Tottenham game. But if any side is going to have more of the ball, I can imagine it will be less, obviously, because we're at home. And at home, so far we haven't had a good record at home at all so far this season. We've only picked up a couple of wins and we lost them to the teams like Fulham, West Ham and Aston Villa. So yeah, United are probably the favourites, to be honest, because at home Leicester are just not clicking this season. But that can all change a big win against United if we can get it on Boxing Day. But yeah, it's going to be a very difficult game for Leicester. However, we do have a couple of good players coming back into line. Of course, Wilfred Ndidi returning against Tottenham, so did Timothy Castagne, which is a big plus for Leicester. We'll get into my predictions in a few moments time, but those players come back into the side as a big plus for Leicester, because they're going to really shore up the midfield and the defence, and especially against the counter-attacking side in United, Wilfred Ndidi is going to be very key in the game. I can definitely imagine him starting But yeah, like I said, we'll get into my predictions in a few minutes time. But yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for Leicester. It really is. United are a very, very good side going forward. They just beat Leeds 6-2, so they can definitely score goals. But defensively, they are a bit shaky as well. So I can imagine this will be pretty high scoring. To be honest, it could definitely be a stalemate, just like Adam said as well. But yeah, overall, it's going to be an interesting game. But yeah, it's going to be a tough one for Leicester on Boxing Day. So the boys and girls, that is it for the Manchester United side of things and my thoughts then on the game. So yeah, let's get straight into my predicted lineup. So yeah, this is the side I think Brendan Rodgers will go to start against Manchester United on Boxing Day at the King Power Stadium. So yeah, first of all, the formation which I'll be going with, it's going to be a very similar type of team to the team which started last time out against Tottenham. I'll be going with the 4-2-3-1 formation. It could be the 4-3-3 or the 4-4-1. It's very, very similar. But yeah, I'll go with the 4-2-3-1 formation. But yeah, starting off in goal, of course, we'll be going with Kasper Schmeichel. Pretty easy position to predict. Much better against Tottenham. He made that mistake against Everton, but he bounced back and made a couple of big saves as well. So yeah, Schmeichel to start in goal on Boxing Day, but he's going to be important in the game. Lots of Bruno Fernandes, Martial, Rashford. They're going to cause some problems. Yeah, Schmeichel is going to be a busy man. But yeah, of course, in goal, Kasper Schmeichel, easiest position in the team to predict. So then, moving into the back four then. So yeah, start off at right back, I'll be going with James Justin. Of course, start there against Tottenham was absolutely fantastic as always. Yeah, James Justin for me is going to start off at right back. Of course, he's good defensively and he's good going forward as well. He's fast as well, which is going to be important in this game against a very quick attacking Manchester United side. So yeah, pace in the back line is key, and with the team I'm going for, that is going to it's going to happen. So yeah, James Justin is going to start off at right back for me. Fantastic against Spurs. Hopefully he can have another good performance against United. Two centre backs then, starting off with the right one. Johnny Evans, of course, came back in against Spurs. Absolute brilliant. I'm going to go with him to start. Of course, the former Manchester United man as well. Experience. He knows what he's doing. He knows how to deal with the likes of Martial up front. So yeah, hopefully Johnny Evans can have a solid game. Alongside him, I'm going to go with the youngster of Wesley Fofana. Class against Tottenham as per usual. And yeah, he's going to come in once again and start alongside Evans, and them two work very, very well alongside each other in that back four. So yeah, Fofana, this is the second centre back. So yeah, him and Evans, two centre backs, and left back will be Timothy Castagne. Of course, he's a right back, he's a left back. He started in that left back position against Tottenham. I'm going to go for him again to start left back. Fantastic. He was great against Spurs. Obviously, he only came in for 60 minutes or so, but that's probably about right. Hopefully, he can have a bit longer in this game, but I fully do imagine that Castagne will get the start against United, in my opinion. And obviously, going forward, very, very good defensively. He's strong as well. And like I said, against a quick United side, he's going to be key in that defence. Yeah, back four is going to be Justin, Evans, Fofana, and Castagne. It really is beginning to take shape now, with players coming back from injury, and that's a big plus for Leicester. But yeah, that's the back four. Pretty confident that defence can do a good job against a very, very dangerous Manchester United attack. Right then, moving into the midfield too. So yeah, starting off with the more defensive player, of course, it's going to be Wilfred Ndidi. Probably the best player on the pitch against Tottenham, in my opinion. That's why absolutely fantastic was Wilfred Ndidi. He's going to be key in this game as well, breaking up the counter-attack, which he did fantastically against Spurs and really got Leicester on the front. He was key in the second goal as well. He won the ball back, found Albrighton, of course. He led to that second goal with their own goal from Toby Alderweireld. But yeah, Wilfred Ndidi for me starts in that CDM role just for the defence. Absolutely fantastic. We know what Wolf can do. Consistent FC, and yeah, Wilfred Ndidi for me has to start on Saturday against United on Boxing Day. Yeah, and Ndidi is the first centre mid. Alongside him, just a bit in front, is going to be the box-to-box midfielder of Youri Tielemans. Much improved against Tottenham. Still not to his best, but he's consistent. He's doing good. He's doing a good job in there, and that's all we need from Youri Tielemans. Yeah, Tielemans and Ndidi to be the two centre mids. Just in front of Tielemans in that more cam role, I'll be going with James Maddison. Of course, scored a goal against Tottenham, got ruled out by VAR for absolute stupidity in my opinion. I don't really get where the lines come from, but yeah, less about that the better. But yeah, James Maddison is going to start in that cam role for me. He's going to be very, very key in that cam role, just in behind the striker, which I think you guys can guess who it will be. But yeah, especially if Leicester are going counter attack, he's going to be key, and also if Leicester have the ball, he's going to have to be key. Hopefully, James Maddison, we need at least one player to make that final pass, and James Maddison could definitely be that player. So yeah, Maddison in that more advanced role. The two wingers then, so yeah, left one, I'll be going with Harvey Barnes. Of course, he made that start against Tottenham. Was pretty good against Tottenham. He missed a couple of chances here and there, but he's good at wide. He can do a good job, and I think he'll cause that pretty shaky defence of Manchester United some problems. Yeah, left wing will be Barnes. Right wing, of course, Albrighton to start against Tottenham. I'm not sure. I would like to see probably under start, but is he going to go under? I'm not too sure. See, I'm going to stick with Albrighton to start, but he could definitely be the likes of Chengiz under as well. But yeah, for me, I think Albrighton will just sneak into that right hand side. See, of course, he started against Tottenham, fantastic as per usual. Obviously, under can offer a lot going forward, but Albrighton defensively, he's good and he'll be important tracking the runners for that strong United attacks. Yeah, my midfield five, obviously the two will be Ndidi and Tielemans, and then the three in behind the striker will be James Maddison, that more central role. Left will be Barnes, and on the right will be Mark not Brighton. So then moving up front then into that number 9 position, easiest position once again. Jamie Vardy is going to start. Of course, he got a slight to he went off, but I think he was going to get subbed off anyway. But yeah, I think it's going to be fine. So yeah, Vardy, of course, going to start. He delivers a goal against United. Does Vardy, of course, got one in the last game. He got an assist as well in the last game against Tottenham. He's been brilliant this season again. He's going to cause that United defence a lot of problems, and I would like to see Vardy absolutely terrorise the fridge in Harry Maguire. So yeah, Vardy to start up top for me, in my opinion, is going to cause Manchester United some problems. And yeah, of course, Vardy is our main danger man. It's pretty obvious that he's going to start up front. But yeah, that is my predicted line. Of course, Schmeichel in goal, Justin at right back, 2 centre backs of Evans and Fofana, the left back being James Justin, Wilfred Ndidi and Tielemans centre mids, and then the 3 in behind Vardy will be Madison, Albrighton and Barnes, and of course, like I said, up top will be Jamie Vardy. So the boys and girls, that is it for the Manchester United side of things, my thoughts on the game, and just then my predicted lineups. Yeah, let's get into my score prediction. Make sure you guys let me know your score predictions for the huge game in the comment section down below. But yeah, my score prediction, I'm going to go with a draw in this one. I'm going to go with a Leicester 1, Manchester United 1. I think it will be a stalemate, a 1-1 draw, which I'll probably take, to be honest. I would take a draw in this game, but overall, I think we probably should go for the win. If this was the way, I'd probably be more confident, just because we're playing so bad at the King Power this season. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw in this game. I'm going to go with Vardy to get the Leicester goal, and for United, I'll go with Anthony Martial to score for them. But yeah, I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw. I just think it will come out even towards the end. I can't really separate the two sides. Very good sides at a very similar level as well. So it's difficult to separate them, but it definitely could go either way. But I'm going to sit on the fence. I'm going to go with a Leicester 1, Manchester United 1. Let me know your score predictions in the comment section down below, lads. Of course, last time I predicted a loss against Tottenham and it worked. So yeah, I'm going to go with a draw. Hopefully it can work, but overall, it could be a draw, it could be a win, it could be a United win. Who knows? It's a difficult one to predict once again. But yeah, my score prediction is a Leicester 1, Manchester United 1. So the boys and girls, that is it for today's video. In today's video, I bring you guys the Leicester versus Manchester United match preview. If you guys have enjoyed today's video, let me know by dropping a like. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. Let me know your thoughts on the game, your score predictions in the comment section down below. But yeah, this video will be going out on Christmas Eve. So yeah, have a great Christmas, lads. I'll see you all for the live watch show on Boxing Day. Hopefully Leicester can get another win in the Premier League. But yeah, I'm in Sportsa, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video. Peace, guys.